Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Yet another video of Truck It Proud. Today's video I'm going to be talking to you all about the importance of HGV driver training. So get yourself strapped in, grab yourself some popcorn, sit back, all that stuff. Let's get straight into it. Now in the UK we only get 5 days worth of training, and one of those days being your actual test. In my opinion, this is not quite enough, but we're not going to complain because we want to get our license as quick as we can, right? So what can you do once you've passed your tests to do a bit of training? Now there are a few things you can do. Some are a little bit more achievable than others. For example, if you know somebody that owns a trailer, a caravan, or something along those lines, something that you can hook up to and practice your reversing, this would be a great start. Now failing that, let's just say you've just got your license, you've just passed, and you're starting with an employee. Now I believe it would be in your benefit to go to your employer and say, hey, obviously as you know I'm a new driver, I would like to get a little bit of practice in before I go out on the road. So all you need to do in this situation is, let's say that you're quite confident with driving forward, because that's the easier part of it. Let's say, yes, there are some sort of situations where you will, get into that are hard driving forward, but the majority of the mistakes and the hardest part is generally the reversing. So just say to your employee, I'd like to do some practice. Can I come in a few hours before or a few hours after my shift or on my day off, whatever it may be, and just do some practice reversing in the yard? And the chances are your employer is going to be quite happy with you saying this, knowing that you're a new driver, knowing that you don't want to mess up. It's not going to be a problem. They're going to say, yeah, of course, sure, no worries. So you can get a little bit more confident in your own time. Now some people are just not going to feel confident when they're in a class 1. It might take too long for you to feel confident enough to do your reverses, to do certain maneuvers, and it might be a good idea to bite the bullet, swallow your pride, and drop down and do a little bit of class 2 work, just to get yourself used to the positioning, the size of the vehicle, and then that way once you get back into a class 1 it won't be as daunting as going straight from a car to class 1. Now I think this is why it used to be the case where you used to have to do class 2 first and then work your way up to class 1. That's what I did, and that's what a lot of the older drivers definitely done, and I think it definitely sets you up for a better sort of career, if you like. It's not to say that all new drivers are going to struggle. Some of them, like I say, they may have reversed caravans, they may have reversed trailers. It's just something that you need to be aware of, that a lot of people didn't just start out driving class 1. They might have driven vans like myself, then gone up to a class 2, and then gone up to a class 1. Now the reason I say this is because it's not just getting used to the vehicle and the reversing that you need to be aware of, it's also the roads. Now you might say, well, I drive my car, I'm quite aware. It's a bit different driving for a living than just nipping down to the shops or nipping to your mum's or whatever it may be. When you're driving for a living, even as a van driver, you have to learn to read the road a lot better, because the amount of time you are on the road, it's inevitable that you're going to come across either some other drivers that are absolute idiots, or just situations that can't be avoided, but you can be more prepared to react to. For example, if there's an accident that happens in front of you, you can just be that little bit more vigilant and looking that one step ahead, whereas some car drivers wouldn't bother to do. So if you are struggling with your reversing and you need some help, there are some videos on my channel where I do go over the reversing stages. I will leave a link in the description for you if that's something that will help. Other than that, I'm going to keep this one nice and short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give us a little like. Let us know your thoughts of anything that you might think is beneficial for training, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye bye.